Measuring eye pressure with an Icare Home tonometer. Powering up your Icare Home tonometer. Press and hold down the power button for 3 seconds. All the display panel lights will flash once and you will hear a beep. When the load indicator is flashing green, a measurement probe can be inserted. Inserting a measurement probe. Carefully tear the packaging off a sterile probe container. Twist and pull off the cap from the container. Hold your tonometer so that the probe base is pointing up and drop the probe from the container into the probe base. Keeping the tonometer in the same position, press the measure button to activate the device. While the tonometer is activated, the probe is always held in its base. Your Icare Home tonometer is now ready for use. Adjusting the forehead and cheek supports. Adjust the device's forehead and cheek supports according to the values given in your user training. You can check your personal settings from the carrying case insert provided in the training. Measuring position. You may be seated or standing. Place the tonometer against your face, holding it with one or both hands. Keep a good posture. Looking in a mirror can help with positioning. You can see the flashing arrow light in the mirror. Place the device in front of your eye so that the probe points in the middle of your pupil. You'll see a symmetric circle. Keep the tonometer at an angle of 90 degrees to the face. The device is in the correct position. Measurement can be performed when there is a green light in the probe base. A red light indicates wrong positioning. If you measure with both hands, your supporting hand must remain outside the black area. Measurements can also be made by an assistant. Performing a measurement. The tonometer is ready to measure when the arrow light on the display panel is flashing green. Place the tonometer against your face. Press the measure button and keep it pressed down until you hear a single beep. The probe will gently touch the surface of the eye 6 times. You can also perform a measurement by pressing the measure button separately 6 times. After all 6 steps, you will hear the beep. After a successful measurement of eye pressure, the display panel will show a green light. Troubleshooting. There is a red light in the probe base and the device will not measure. This indicates that the device is not at an angle of 90 degrees to the face. Reposition the tonometer against your face. When you find the correct angle, the probe base will glow green and a measurement can be made. The probe base light flashes red and you hear 3 long beeps. The device is too far from the eye. Adjust the forehead and cheek supports to make them shorter. Press the measure button and measure again. The probe base light flashes red and you hear 5 short beeps. The device is too close to the eye. Adjust the forehead and cheek supports to make them longer. Press the measure button and measure again. The probe base light flashes red and you hear 2 beeps. The probe has touched the eye diagonally or a measurement error has occurred. Press the measure button and measure again. There is an orange light in the display panel after the measurement. There is too much variation in the measurements. Press the measure button and measure again. There is a red indicator light in the display panel. Replace the probe. If the light is still red, change the probe base. Start the measurement again. Turning off the tonometer and removing the probe. Press and hold down the power button until you hear 3 beeps. Remove the probe by pulling it out of the probe base. The probe can be disposed of with mixed waste. The tonometer will turn itself off if not used for more than 3 minutes.
My name is Barbara Zwinkel, and I'm a glaucoma specialist. I've been working with glaucoma patients for more than 20 years. We all know that intraocular pressure is a very important risk factor for the onset and progression of glaucoma. But still what we do and all our treatment up till now is based on a very few measurements. Icare Home is a self-tonometer, and it is intended for patients to measure their own intraocular pressure. So we can have more data about the fluctuation of intraocular pressure, and it's a very quick and easy technique. It is a small probe that contacts the ocular surface for a very short time, and then it rebounds from the ocular surface. And how quickly this rebounds from the ocular surface correlates with intraocular pressure. What we notice, many patients show progression despite what we think control intraocular pressure at office visits, because we simply don't have this information. What is happening to these patients in between or outside the office visits? The Icare Home tonometer brings you this data. Getting more data on intraocular pressure, which is still the only modifiable factor in the treatment of glaucoma, you can optimize treatment for an individual patient. You have more support for your decision regarding intraocular pressure lowering medication. I would definitely recommend Icare Home, but not only to the patient but also to the ophthalmologist. It's very safe, and the patient also reported it is comfortable for them. At the moment, for self-tonometry, I don't think there is any better alternative than Icare Home.
Glaukoma itsessään varmaan diagnosoitiin silloin 3 vuotta sitten, mutta aina mulla on ollut korkeat paineet ihan varmaan 12-vuotiaasta asti. Glaukoma ei tunnu missään. Sitä ei pysty tuntemaan. Että jossakin vaiheessahan silloin kun se on hoitamattomana, niin tulee sitten siihen näköhermoon jotain. Ja sitten voi alkaa näkökenttä heikkenemään. Siitä nyt ehkä puoli vuotta aikaa kun uusin lasit ja siinä ne silmän paineet mitattiin. Ja sitten täältä ehdotettiin sitä laitetta, että alakko testaamaan, niin aloinhan minä. No tosi hyviä kokemuksia, että ei siinä meni 2 minuuttia kun sen teki ja ei se vaikuttanut niinkö normielämään millään lailla. Että pikkukokkeita siellä täällä ja tosi helppo laite.